What's going on, guys? NealGuides here. Welcome back to another episode, or another episode of FIFA School, more of like a live com. We're gonna play a match in a lower division, something which honestly I've never been this low in my life. I don't think I've dropped anywhere lower than Division 6, and the only reason why I was in Division 6 because I relegated myself. But I relegated myself back to Division 10, well just below 10, Division 9, because I just wanted to see what people are, how they are playing in the lower divisions. I know some of you guys that watch my videos. I know some of you guys are in Division 7 and 8. Some of you will recently join in Division 10. So we're just going to basically do the same thing. But the whole idea of this video is I'll answer it from the aspect of my opponent. What my opponent's doing wrong. Because I think maybe there is a potential that I could meet someone who's a Division 3 or 4 player that relegated himself to Division 10. There's a possibility. But there's also a possibility that someone... So for example, this person, he's using Guardian on Varane. And Busquets without a shadow. I would suppose I'll look at this. See, one thing I always look at teams. You can tell what division someone is in by looking at their team. That's kind of the way I do it. I mean, obviously it looks like he's doing an objective now with this individual, but you just generally you look at teams, and I normally look. Does the defenders have shadow on them? If the defenders don't have shadow on them or anchor on them, I normally just be quick to judge what kind of player they are. So I'm just going to make a sub. We're playing with some... I don't even know what team we're playing with. It's just for the UCL objective. And we're going to use the... Well, we'll just use the 4-4-2 basic. We've got these low pace players, which I'm not really happy with. But we'll just leave them for now. I'm just going to put on Mane. And... Trent there. And Neymar. We're going to leave it like this. So it's still a very, very good team. But defensively and... goalkeeper is an absolute shambles. But we're going to go over everything as usual, what I've done already. Just as a reminder as well, don't forget everything that's in this video is what we've gone through over so far. So you're watching the videos in a systematic process. You'll know how to use lofted balls. You'll know now how to use your CDMs now. But I'm looking at this guy. First, I'm noticing he's bringing his centre back way out of position too much. I think as you can see, it looks like he's playing a 4-1-2-1-2. I think this individual should have his strikers on drop back. They're just too far forward at this moment. I mean, I don't think it's worth having these guys on stay forward. I think defensive, as you can see, he's moving around. He's not really cutting the passing lanes. He's just moving around. Well, he's just running into positions. This is not effective because I can make a simple pass like that and I'm through. So you want to be using a running jockey. He wants to be using a running jockey most of the time when defending. And as you can see, number one, Busquets, this is why you don't use someone like Busquets on your team. He's just way too slow. Way too slow. As you can see, he's running out with Jordi Alba. Now, this is fine. Running towards me, pressure me. That's good. That's good. Let's just see. Now, let's see how he reacts now. Now, he's making the tackles too early, in my opinion. Following way too much, being a bit too aggressive. Got a bit unlucky there. But yeah, he's just been a bit... Let's see how he is when he attacks. I'm just going to give him a little bit of space, see what he does. Someone will go towards him. He goes back. That's good. Good. Okay, so I'm just going to pressure him a little bit. Not too much pressure, but just a bit. That's the issue with having a slow striker. You see, even though I'd matter... Oh, he did a lofted pass. That is actually quite a nice technique to do. That's one with like slow defenders as well. I was recently using Van Dijk, and I come to my attention I just can't use centre backs anymore. I know some of you guys, you prefer the strength on centre backs, but I'll be honest, you kind of want to forgo the strength for the simple reason that it's just better to have pace, especially if you want to get better at the game. It's better to recover rather than make a mistake with Van Dijk and you're screwed. So here you should be using a CDM like Busquets. You shouldn't be running out of defense. You should be blocking the center. You see where Neymar is over here? See where Neymar is? You should position a defender between my player and Neymar and run and jockey there. That's what he should be doing, realistically speaking. Fake shot inside. Still kind of just playing. It's just playing for time, really, just seeing how he's doing. But you see, a lot of these players in Division 10. I think this guy might truly be a Division 8 player. I don't think he's a Division 10 player, truth be told, because Division 10 players, they know how to play the game, but they're not let's just say they're they don't make the most astute decisions, both attacking and defensively, but most of the time, it's just something they just fail with basic decision making. Is because maybe they just don't play the game enough. So even though this year I think also the divisions are being scaled. So if you're actually a Division 10 player, and you play FIFA, you might be stuck in Division 10 then your entire time, because the way foot swaps work, people are relegating themselves all the way. For example, I relegated myself down as more of an experiment, but I thought it would be interesting insights to see how these individuals play. I know, for example, a lot of these players are just play very casually, especially obviously now amid the coronavirus. But it's interesting to see what their thought process is now. I'll be honest, he's rushing out with his CDM. I think now he's getting a bit impatient. So I'm just going to score a goal now. I think, I think he's rushing out way too much, in my opinion now. I think he's almost given up. Oh my god, what a save that was by David De Gea. Feels like he's gone to a 4-4-2 now, if I'm not mistaken. I think. Running out with your left back should be doing that. Again, he's not marking the centre of the pitch. He's worrying too much about the wing play. Now, generally speaking, when someone gets in behind you, it's fine to man mark the guy on the wing, but you want to mainly look at the danger. Look at the danger and break it down. Which is more dangerous, a guy running down the wing or a guy running straight on goal in the middle? Just going to do a through ball now. So we're going to keep repeatedly do a through ball just to see how he reacts. So we're going to do a through ball down the wing every single time now, just to see how he reacts. So we're going to do a simple through ball. And we're going to make it very obvious that we're going to do a through ball. We're going to let him make a run. See again, see how he kind of... So the first time you kind of let him off, because maybe the first time he didn't mean to do it. So we're gonna get the ball again, and we'll do a through ball down the same wing one more time, just to see how he reacts to it. Do a quick 1-2, or L1 trigger. See how he's trying to run into where? You see down the wing. I would say it's more of a defensive mistake. So he's in that way he tracked the run, but he didn't. He tried to predict I'm going inside before the ball even got to me. What you should have done is try to man up and mark the defender rather than trying to mark. He completely predicted I was going to cut inside if I just kept running down the line. We're going to do the exact same thing again. We're going to make it very obvious what we're doing as well. So again, look, he's running towards me. Okay, so he's recovered now. Let's see now. Okay, now he's got the ball with Busquets. Now Busquets got completely wiped out. Nice, good defending from him. Going to go back again. I'm going to go back all... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. We're going to go back all the way... Actually, let's see how he does in the 1v1 situation. So I'm going to run back, run towards goal. I'm not going to... And I see Drogba in the corner of my eye now, making a decision to track Drogba. You see, that will come at experience. That's just rushing the player at the wrong time. So we're going to make it very, very clear now that I'm going to do a through ball. Let's see how he reacts. Good defending this time. We're going to do it one more time as well. Okay, so if I was this player, let's just say I was him. First thing I would do is try not to run out too much. Second thing I would concentrate on is maybe as attacking. Maybe I would suggest using a 4-2-3-1 for him. I think the lack of I think he's using a 4-1-2-on-2 or 4-4-2. I think defensively it's his biggest issue. I mean, I'll be honest, the goalkeeper has almost saved him most of the time. Now we're going to actually try to score a goal now. I just want to get a goal now just in case. Because we are doing a foot swaps. So it's going to run past. So you can be aggressive with your centre back like I am like that. I'm not saying you shouldn't be aggressive, but there is, I think, on the lower tier, I think if someone does be aggressive, I think they just don't recover in time. So you should be changing now to the player down the wing. And she got played that pretty well though, to be honest. Again, running towards me, that was very risky. Lucky the ball went through my feet there. So Hazard looks like the main dangerous player in his team. I think Drogba is alright in terms of shot, but I think Hazard is the main danger man. He's got Griezmann in striker, 3-star weak foot. That's the first thing I look at as well, is players like Griezmann. So he's running into the space, that's nice. You see, I think I think maybe what people try doing in this tier is that they try maybe too much of over complicating things, especially on the wing. I think that when they defend, I think that I think what it is they try to predict way too early where the ball is going to be. They should be marking the imminent danger zones. Example like here, I'm marking the danger zone where the ball is going to get passed to rather than so I'm almost occupying a space. That was a big mistake from him. Now really bring the goalkeeper out. Let's see how he defends against this. Okay, so he did a slide tackle. Could have been a red card. Luckily we got away. He got away with that one. Again, he should not be using a centre back all the way here. He should be changing to a CDM. But I think now it's just more than anything is just a frustration. I think. Gonna just mess around a bit, just to see if it's actual frustration or. Okay. So yeah, I don't think it's mainly. I think it's just mainly a skill gap level. But yeah, it's just a bit of an insight. I know it's a bit weird playing against these players because I almost feel bad in some respect. But maybe I'll send this individual this clip and maybe explain what he shouldn't do. See, that was a risk. I don't know if he tried to go to a CDM there. But he should have been a bit more patient. I think in a build-up, he's rushing way too quickly. We should be waiting for his players to get forward. I would suggest for him to use long ball on his dynamic tactics. Use long ball. Bring his two strikers on comeback on the fence. Even though they won't come back, I think just a bit too hard. He's got his fullbacks on join the attack. Let's see how he plays now. So he should be making. So he's being very risky, waiting now. Good cross. You see, I'll be honest. Even though that was Busquets, I probably would have shot that. I'm actually pretty surprised he didn't shoot that. Even though it was Busquets, that was like legit right in front of goal. Griezmann, he's left-footed. Now, I'll tell you one thing is that some of the players in the lower tier divisions, if you're on lower tier divisions, but before you watch my finishing video, a lot of these players, I think the way they shoot, they shoot from random places. So unfortunately, this is just understanding of FIFA. FIFA finishing is broken, and like near post angles have worked very well. The touch before taking a shot is very, very important. I think this is what a lot of people they miss out, if that makes sense. Going to the through ball down here. Let's see how he defends this now. He's gone. Upwards. Yeah, I didn't mean to do. I didn't mean to that. And what I'll do is maybe I'll potentially message this individual and tell him what he did wrong. But this is just an example of, you can see immediately the skill gap. Immediately, obviously, it's really unfair for someone like me on my level to play against this individual. But you can see right then and there the difference in play style. We're going to go into another game directly after this. I don't think that was probably a good game to probably go over. But as I said, you could see immediately he was running. You probably saw. I think also when people look, when they play the game, I think sometimes you don't notice what you're doing wrong. For example, in that aspect, you probably didn't realize we're in Division 9 now. And it's surprising you only get 20 points per win. I thought it would have been a bit more. I mean, obviously I'm used to 500 points per win. We're not going to apply fitness because I think we should be okay. But I'd always recommend applying fitness. Let's see now. So again, we have another. So he is Laporte in defense, Sentinel on Shaw, which is obviously a big no-no. It does look like he is doing an objective, however. So interesting, but he's got 2 icons, and I think you need 9 first owner. So yeah, I don't think he's actually doing an icon swap. So obviously he's a player of chemistry as well. Quickly make a change. By the way, a quick tip is whenever you make a change, try to make a change before the ball is kicked. Sometimes the substitution can be fit in. So the sub actually happens before the game starts if you're quick enough. Just going to see it again. This another individual in division, or this Division 9 now. Lucky. We're just going to go back. Quick. So he should be. Again, you should be marking where the ball is going to be over there. I think when a ball is being paid, I'm not. you can try to predict, but generally speaking, when it's a through ball, you ideally want to go to where the ball is going to be. When it's a through ball, it's a pass in behind. If it's just a normal pass, or you expect the pass to come, like for example, like here, I'm going because I know the ball is going to be there. Then you make the run. You can always predict what your opponent's doing. For example, when you're defending inside the box, you have to somewhat predict and try to play. But I think if someone's doing a through ball like so, you need to run into where the ball is going to be. There is no way you should let the ball go. Like for example, here I'm just going to do like quick. You can see there, that's the little shimmy that I did. Fake shot inwards. You can see immediately. He's playing a 4-2-3-1, that looks like. A 4-2-3-1. Fake shot around. So immediately, as you can see, this is another, that's unlucky, that was good play for me. That was an example of, you saw, for example, in the box, how he played. He made a bit of a mistake defensively, but it was a good goal from me. I don't think he would have done good to save that. I think in the build-up play, maybe he could have defended a bit better. So again, I think now he's just rushing towards here. I don't know if this is agitation now, or if this is just so you should be protecting the goal. See when he's running jockeying, you see how he's running jockeying in the middle. You should be running jockeying, aiming to protect the goal. It's actually quite interesting watching someone else play actually in the lower division, because I suppose it's not like coaching. I suppose I'm actually playing against it, and I'm actually thinking about it's kind of like my coaching when I do 1v1 sessions, but it's a bit different I suppose, because like for example, this is just basics. For example, he has to get a hang of, for example, this individual. The good thing is that you can see when someone has come back on the fence and all their players, you can see immediately how he's defending. So even if he's not a good defender, he has so many players back, you can argue it's hard to break someone down. They shouldn't have brought his centre back that far out. That seems to be a common mistake, I think, below Division 4. If you do bring your centre back out, you can be aggressive, but you need to be able to cover the run. So I'm going to let him go down the wing down there. I'm going to cut out just about now. Yeah, so the key thing is you can be aggressive, but you need to understand how to cover that person. So you can be aggressive, but I think so again, he ran towards me. Shouldn't have done that. If you had a fullback, maybe you would have recovered in that instance. Maybe, potentially. Go up. Through ball. Now we're just gonna see. Look, this one I think this individual, a co-op cam angle, will help this player a lot. I think he needs to understand where all of his players are on a pitch. I think that's probably a better way of looking at it. That was actually good defending by there with Dele Alli. Again, moving his center, so he's changing to his CDM. Potentials of air balls on, like he's using Foden, which is, I suppose you could say, his defender, but midfielder. Sorry, but I think gets the ball back now. Let's see what he does with it. Turn around. Run down the wing. Okay, he knows I'm gonna catch up to him eventually. What does he do? Nice. Well played. Bit unlucky. If you're running back towards goal now. If you're running back towards goal now. Running back towards goal. Good. Gonna give him some space now. The delivery going to move out of the way. Just want to see how he is on defensive aspect as well. So again, look, his positioning. It was not that bad there. I think now he's running back with his centre back. Look, now he's got a massive hole in defence. You know, he shouldn't be doing that. That's one mistake I see a lot of people, they position their defenders wrong way. Now Aubameyang, I'm deliberately gonna push him down the wing. That's another thing as well. With 5-star weak foot players, it's just so important now. I just think you need to have if you're playing you need to have your strike on a 5-star weak foot. You just need to. Ball will go back. We're going to trigger that player to make a run. Was probably the lack of the player that was bad. Again, you should have ran towards me, cutting the passing lanes, whereas he just kind of ran in between me. Deliberately overplayed it. Alright. So what I want to do now is gonna do an offside trap. And then do a through ball. Now you see when I was defending against this, I defend the middle area first. Let him come inside. I can see Sterling on my corner of my eye. I'm watching Sterling at the same time. Now you see that was a risk I took. I took a risk that maybe he's gonna pass the ball to Sterling. He didn't, and he took a shot. It's all about weighing up your options in certain situations. For example, there's bad defending. I'm sure he knows that. Now he's bringing the goalkeeper out. Left stick dribbling, nothing. So another one. Again, another situation where I think this player, simple mistakes. In contrast to my other opponent, he actually had his players on comeback and offense, which I kind of advocate. We brought down the wing. Unlucky. Safe. I'm gonna hold R2 so the ball goes underneath me. Oh, sorry, R1. Sorry, my bad. R1. As you can see, just by doing skills now, he doesn't know what's coming. Like this is why I advocate using skill moves. You see, if you do different skill moves a lot of the time your opponents don't see what's coming. Like they have to defend off-ish at an off angle, if that makes sense. He's running jockeying around me, but he's not even intending to tackle the ball, or even he's just kind of roaming around me. Let's see how his pressing is. Costa, that's the right thing. Switch. Back to Costa. Maybe should have continued with the striker there. Costa. CDM. Nope. Should have brought his left back out of position there. So I think obviously you can tell in terms of switching, this player is probably not the best efficiency wise. I think he definitely improved there. He did somewhat choose the right players though, so I have to give him that. Kind of a weird experiment, you know. It's not like almost why are people in Division 10? I think if these individuals are watching this, there's some things they can take into account. Lucky. Who doesn't know about this? Yeah, I forgot the. Is that a goal? I didn't know that went in or not. Oh, I did go in. It was like the Zidane World Cup one, except for it was down the wing, and then it wasn't a chip. Gonna man mark this player quick. Offside, try to bring my player backline forward. Down over here. Go around on the outside. Bait to go inwards, then go back out again. Oh, it didn't work out that time. Layer didn't work out. I'm gonna switch the ball, see how he reacts to this. I'm gonna switch the ball again. Oh, not switch the ball, go back up again. Nice, nice spin. That was nice. That was good aggression from him there. That was nice, I admit that. Now we're gonna move our centre back out of position. I think he rushed that. Loads are right footed. I can let him on his left foot. See, you see how I knew where he's going? Like I knew he was right. I was like, because you see, in my mind, I take the risk of someone shooting with their weak foot because the chances are very low of it going in. Unlucky. That was unlucky for me then. I message these individuals often and I ask them, you know, where did they finish in weekend league? I mean, not weekend league. How are they in rivals? Using his CDM there, that person, I think that's Deli Ali, should be using that individual to defend the situation. After the initial danger was gone, he should have switched to his CDM there. With my goalkeeper out. Good play. That was nice. Unlucky with the finish. That was a smart decision though. That was a nice chip there. Not run towards where the player is. No. We're going to do a simple run. Let's see if he man marks to run. Didn't really, man. That was a penalty. I want triangle down the middle over there. I was trying to do it for quite a long time. It wasn't working. It wasn't registering, should I say. Let's see what he does now. So we're gonna push him on his left foot. Matip. Oh, that was actually well played. That was actually a very, very good goal. I shouldn't move my goalkeeper. You see, we'll go over that goal at any end, but he should have gone near post there. Like that was really weird not to go near post in that instance. I mean, I'll explain to you what I mean after. Sorry. Got his confidence back now. That's one thing I see as well. A lot of people, they get deflated as soon as they go 1-0 down. I noticed that a lot in the lower tier divisions. CDM out. Risky there. I mean, centre back. Go through somewhat again. Oh. So weird having players with such low agility, balance and pace in defence. That was game, set, and match. GG. I want to go over what I meant by the goal as well. The first goal that I conceded, maybe you could argue was my fault. Oh no, sorry, his fault. Defensively, you could argue, the ball over that pass here, but then at this point, I mean, most people would have done what he did anyway, so I don't fault him for that. I mean, he could have done, run and jockey a bit better there, rather than just running with the ball. But I was unlucky. I want to talk about this goal, the goal that he scored here. So I got the ball through. As you can see, this is why I prefer fullbacks and centre back. As you can see, like you could even see this yourself. You could even see this yourself with Matip. Look how slow his recovery is. Like you can see over here. Look at Matip. Focus on Matip. Look how slow his recovery is. See, if that was a fullback, he would have got that ball, and that's why I basically advocate fullbacks and centre back. So you see, Matip looks so slow. But we did push him on the right side. But he turned there, which I'll be honest, I never expected him to turn there. I'll be honest, I really never expected him to turn there. But at this point, you have to go far post. That's what I meant, sorry. You have to go far post. I think at this angle, going near... I moved my goalkeeper deliberately because I thought he was going to go far post. But that is so weird to go near post. There's no way you could have anticipated me to move my goalkeeper like that. Because he must have took a touch. Because he must have realistically took a touch here, then he powered up his shot like there. Like, so he took a touch, he powered up his shot now. So he wouldn't have known I'm moving my goalkeeper. It was only, for example, like at the very last second I start moving him. And as you can see, the animation's already kicked in from powering up the shot. So that is very, very interesting. So again, I'm more with the finishing aspect from there. But yeah, that's just a quick video. Thought it might help. As you can see, it's mainly to do with the players. I think decisions, maybe they could do a bit better. I think also the players that they have on their team, you could argue. But anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Take it easy and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.